Chris? Okay, I'll stop this. Now, for everyone who's here, oh god, a lot of you again. Hey, kind of excited to do this, but at the same time, as you guys probably know, well, welcome to the live stream and to the replay. I'm going to talk for a quick second. As you guys probably know, I do a professional video every Tuesday, but my wife, who you can probably hear her say hello, no, hello, she's not listening. She really hurt her back, so I've been, well, I took a nap, but I'm trying to help her out and not move around. So I didn't really have time to make a video. Hey Brett, good to see you, my friend. So really quickly, I figured instead of not doing a video, I would do a quick live lesson. And yeah, she's like down now and I feel bad. Now, what's really funny is you guys might have seen the guy Brett who just came up in chat, and I once did a live lesson for him when he had to cancel for the BB box, and that was a blues guitar lesson. And this is another blues guitar lesson, but there is some listening homework at the end. So good to see you, Brett, because this is kind of like a follow-up. We're going to talk about how to practice getting tight on your solo. So this is going to be, it's not going to be a most mind-blowing lesson, but I want you guys to practice this way. I want you guys to practice this way because this is going to help you start getting tighter and tighter with your solo. So to practice blues soloing or practice soloing in any genre, I do suggest you start with the blues because you want to have a good foundation. But soloing is based on time, all right? And hello, oh hey, everyone who is usually not here for a live lesson, welcome to the club. Well, let's get started. If you're going to be playing a blues, we're going to be doing this in E, all right? So I'm going to get E7, maybe this one, sorry, maybe this one or this one, all right? And, you know, if you can play a 12-bar blues, the first 4 bars are just a 1 chord, right? So grab your guitars, or if you're watching the replay, grab your guitars. So you're going to have this type of move here, like this, if I was a rhythm guitar player, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you want to practice soloing and you don't want to use a looper and you don't use a backing track, you want to see how well you are at being tight with your soloing, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to divide this up amongst a chord and a solo, chord, solo, chord, solo. So the first thing to do is to play a chord for 1 bar, and then a solo for 1 bar, and then a chord for 1 bar, and the solo for 1 bar. And you really want to sit and tap your foot, and you really want to, Jim, I'm in Sarasota, where are you? Sorry, so this chat came up that he was in Florida. All right, so, this is what it's going to sound like. I'm going to just take a 4-1 pentatonic, right? And E. The first thing you want to know is where your root notes are. This is all about coming home. This is like, blues, how to actually use a pentatonic for soloing. My video where you're learning where your root notes are. Open E, 2nd fret of D, and the high E. So first thing I'm going to do is play an E7 for 4 beats, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, solo, 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 root note, back to the chord. And so you got to start doing that, and you got to tap your foot, and you got to have some sort of accountability, but this is going to help you get your solos to begin in fashion and also end in fashion. It's something like this, like 1, 2, 3, 4. So the whole idea is that you're going to play a chord, and in the same amount of time you're going to play a solo. Now what's going to happen is you're going to start running out of time. Those grains of sand in the hourglass are going to start warning you, oh my god, I only have 1 beat left, I'm nowhere near a root note, and you have to practice getting there. And the whole entire thing about getting there is about not jumping. Like if I'm on this root note here, and I have that last beat coming, and I'm like, oh my god, root note, but I forget about the high E and I target this. It's not about going, you know, that's going to sound like a, it's just going to sound, like the audience can be like, what just happened here? So you want to, you know, say, well, I have this pentatonic to travel through, and so you want to use your scale. And I teach this in my live lessons. You want to use your scale as a thread that sews notes together. You don't need to use it as just the notes. So instead of going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, what you want to do is you want to lead to that note. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Use the notes in the scale that are closest to it and buy yourself some time. Now, to you, you're going to know what you're doing, but you're just practicing. Someone listening, they're going to be like, whoa. Because what happens is you're kind of like a wire-guided missile. You're going to sneak in you're gonna start heading towards that root note, and then you're gonna kind of start winding towards it and then hit it instead of like do we like that. And you don't want that type of effect. So when you're playing 12-bar blues, the first thing you're gonna do is you have two ways to do this. You can do chord solo because you have 4 bars, or you can do chord solo solo. So this is what the first 4 bars of an E blues will sound like. And in the flat 3 in your lead, like I can, but I'm teaching the lesson. We'll address this afterwards. Question and answers will come afterwards. Okay, so here's how it sounds like with chord solo on the first 4 measures of an E blues. There it was. I chose this guy for many of them. Now this is what it sounds like for chord solo. So I bought more time by choosing the solo for 4 bars straight. But most importantly is, as time starts running out, I start circling in. Oh, you know what? There. Oh, perfect. You can see this in the background. This painting my wife did, right? You see that note right there? Like that's this is great. This is your target note in your mind. Like this is where I want to go. So as you start soloing, you're kind of like this, do 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 do. And as time starts running out, you start getting closer and closer to your root note, and boom. You don't want to be like do 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 like that. It ain't gonna work. You want to kind of circle in right in that target. That's actually a really good diagram. No wonder I hung that picture there. So I'll do it one more time. What I'm trying to say is, if you figure to hit this note, you got to work towards that. Okay, you don't want to jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. I stay close. Now I'm going to the high E. See how I hit this note a couple times before I hit the high E. All right, so now it will go to the 4 chord. Nonetheless, you have 2 bars of the 4. So what you want to do is, obvious choice is, you want to play 1 bar of chords, 1 bar of solo. But now your goal as to what note to hit to make it sound tight has changed. It's the 4. So you want to find your 4s, which would be the open A and the 2nd fret of the A. So now here's chord solo, then to the 4 chord solo. There you can see I put in that last one. Now I'm going fast. Now, you understand the concept. When it gets to the 5, the 4, the 1, and the 5, just play chords. You'll see why. So you can finish it up with. Because you gotta get good at your rhythms. But now what you're gonna do is you're gonna do the same exact thing, but you're gonna play your chords down here, and you're gonna bring up the form 2. Do the whole thing in form 2. Then you're gonna bring it down here, and you're gonna bring your chord, your soloing up to form 3, and then back down, then form 4. So this exercise of going back and forth between chord and soloing, choosing the right note to be on, and all that fun stuff that goes with it, and getting back to your chords and hitting the note of the chord you're on, and staying in time is going to totally help you get better at soloing and tighten up your solo so you know where the definitive end is. Remember, like there's the end, you want to circle into it and get there. So here's what it would be like in form 2, which if I use my never lost, you know. I'm just going to start from that root note there. Let's see. whole idea of tightening up your guitar solo is playing a chord and then a scale and getting back to the chord, not letting your rhythm stop. Don't let your rhythm stop, guys, because if the rhythm stops, the drummer stops, and you don't want that drummer to be like, okay, hold on, I'll wait for you. I'll wait. Okay, go ahead. Okay, I'll wait. You have to practice with that drum. So, I know that was fast, but hopefully you can walk away with the walkaways from this. Man, there are a lot of you here today. Thank you so much for being here. Now, before I take questions, I will tell you, you have a listening assignment. I'm going to be doing an In the Mind of a very special guitar player. And his name is, I don't know how to even pronounce it, Neil Casal or Neil Casel. And it will get posted. And he is right now currently the guitar player for the Chris Robinson Brotherhood. He also, I'm going to tell you the story really quickly, was in a band, he guest appeared in a band called Circles Around the Sun in 2015. Now, stick around here, okay? I want you to hear this, because whether, oh man, Blues Masterclass 2, the official announcement's coming real soon, I promise. I promise. So, Neil Casal, in 2015, Grateful Dead had their GD50 show. And in intermission, there was this music playing, and I was so awestruck by this music. I didn't know what it was, who it was, but it was so tasty. And it turns out that a lot of people who watched the intermission were really blown away by this intermission music. And it turns out to be this band, Circles Around the Sun, guest featuring Neil Casal, Neil Casel. I apologize, I don't know your last name, how to pronounce it. And it's an amazing album, and there's a song on there called Saturday's Children, and this is what it sounds like, and it sounds like this. And it's one of the best grooves to play as a band, to get tight, and just to be able to experiment with your soloing. Good morning. So this In the Mind of I'm going to do is for Neil Casal in Saturday's Children. I'm going to leave a little preview because it's really intense. Now I'm going to show you these chords with it. It's E, D, A, over and over again, G, D, E. And his soloing is amazing. And I want you guys to listen to it, because okay, so and it's over and over again, and it's such a beautiful jam, and what Neil does is outstanding. And I'll let you know, I'll probably we'll have to develop this song in 1 or 2 professional stitch method videos, because there is a lot of soloing going on. But my first approach on the In the Mind of will be more of gathering your wits to the chord progression and what pentatonics to use. We're going to stick with pentatonics on the first layer, and then I'll do another In the Mind of Neil Casal, the extension of how to add more color. So the name of the song again is called Saturday's Children by Circles Around the Sun. It's the same thing over and over again, but you cannot. I mean, whether you're a Grateful Dead fan or a blues fan or whatever, to me it's such a spectacular piece of music, just to listen and veg out to. And I want all of you guys to get your ears on it, and I'll be doing it In the Mind of. Okay, so now lesson is over. If you're on the replay, you can go away and continue on with your dinner, lunch, or watching football, whatever. And I will now talk to everyone who is live here. First of all, everyone who's live, thank you so much. If it's your first time here, I know this is a random time to do it, and yes, Saturday's Children by Circles Around the Sun. If this is your first Stitch Method live feed, welcome. I'm very nice to have you. What are the chords of Form 1 again? I don't even mean by that. Cheddar, you're too funny. I cleaned the studio. Oh, I kind of cleaned the studio. I bought some paper towels and some earth-friendly cleaner, and I kind of dusted things down and threw the garbage away, vacuumed a little. I mean, I'm not the best cleaner in the world, but featuring Neil is incredible. Neil is such an incredible guitar player. Oh, and listen, okay, really quickly, my wife will laugh. So as you guys know, we got hit by a hurricane in September, right? And we had to evacuate. And the night before the evacuation, I was supposed to go see the Chris Robinson the Chris Robinson Brotherhood, and I was so excited to go see Neil, and I was going to be in the front row. Like, we were going to get there early. I was going to be right there, and I was going to be like, "You were the man!" like shouting, and it was canceled. So if any of you guys know Neil, like through like my cousin's brother's friend, be like, "You got to go back to Tampa. Go back to Tampa. Stitch wants to be in the front row, okay? Because I would love to see that concert," and it got canceled. All right, so let's talk about some stuff. Blues Masterclass 2. How can you improv starting using the cage system, Stitch? Well, okay, so Masterclass 2 took me a lot of time, for a lot of reasons, and, I will be doing Cage Masterclass. Thing is, if I teach Cage, through Stitch Method, it's not going to be in a continuous series, and to master the Cage, you gotta have it in a continuous series, and I don't mean to sound like egotistical, but the way I teach it, I think, is very, very, very unique to when I've seen other people, so I will get to a Cage Masterclass. I'm glad you like Never Lost. I just saw a late Saturday concert. I'm stoked. Teach me how to teach. I'll teach you how to teach, Bill. No problem. This is you're learning how to play. Add it outside the minor pentatonic. Hopefully you'll add a lesson to move. Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. A lot of my stuff is about moving out of the minor pentatonic and more chord tones and stuff. What about your music video with your? I have to call Sean. Hopefully I can get to see him on Thursday morning. And polyrhythms. Interesting. Hendrix, hear my train to come in. Hey, Steve! Steve, I was going to do a Billy Bragg lesson. We were doing, what was the name of the song? Steve, good to see you. Steve's one of my personal students. Do I have to paint you a picture, right? Do I have to paint you a picture by Billy Bragg? Great song with a lot of chord changes, and maybe I'll do a lesson for you. Or maybe, Steve, next time I see you, we'll go live and let's show everyone. Must I paint you a picture? There we go. Sorry. Steve, by the way, this guy Steve right here, if you can see, this is the guy who was selling his guitar that sold. That Taylor was Steve's, and we sold it. Will you save this so I can watch it again later? Yeah, absolutely. This will be up, totally. A minor 1, 4, and 5. I do have, Guthrie Grove Band's great. Somebody asked about a minor 1, 4, and 5. And honestly, go look at my Black Magic Woman video or the Minor Blues video. I have a Minor Blues quick study and a Black Magic Woman, and it's beyond the pentatonic, man. It steps up beyond the pentatonic. So take a look. And if any of you have seen those videos, you can say, "Hey, yeah, those are actually really good videos." Hey, Rich. No, I can't be a Latte Luna tonight. I feel so bad. If anybody's in Southwestern Florida and they want to be part of the Soldier Songs club, you can go and join them. It's all soldiers, retired personnel who all get together and they jam. It's really a lot of fun. I've been watching for a while. You inspire me big time. I'm getting Scarlet Wolf Fred guitar. Nice. I have to, Fred emailed me. I have to email him back. I just realized that. Blues primary videos. I'm still not sure when your blues major, minor, and blues scales over. Okay. I can't sum that up in one question. The guy said, "Can you tell me when to play major, minor, and minor?" I can't do that. But if you watch, my Blues Masterclass addresses that. I'm not trying to get you to spend $13, but it addresses it. How about running out of space to reach your 1? Can you bend to a 1? Yes! Okay, so one of the questions that was just asked was, what if you're running out of room, right? And you don't want to stumble, and you're playing that blues thing, right? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course you can bend to the 1. And that's good because that's the same type of circling in. You're not coming out of nowhere. You're not sucker punching a person with a root note, okay? So bending up to the 1 is absolutely perfect. But the whole entire lesson that we covered in the beginning is all about the timing issue. Is you want, to get tightness in your soloing, you have to get tight on your time, and you have to know where you want to begin and where you want to end. This disappears as you play live because you get used to it. You get more confident. It's more of a confidence developer. Okay, more questions. I've been using Mr. Charlie at the chord progression practice. Charlie, do I know that? I don't know if I know. Really great acoustic soloing. Matty Charles, have you heard of him? No. Bending up to the right note sounds great. It does. My silence gives the answer. I can gather 13 down. It is. So, Frostman, what is covered in my Masterclass Part 1, and I swear Masterclass Part 2 might even come out tonight. I'm still waiting for approval. I'll tell you the story. What happens in Masterclass Part 1? In case anyone, I'm sure a lot of you bought it already, but what Masterclass Part 1 is I go over the 3 forms of the pentatonic, and it's based on a 12-bar blues that's working with 7th chords. And it uses the minor pentatonic, and it shows you where the chord tones are. on top of the minor pentatonic. It shows you how to put in your flat 3 and major 5. It shows you where to put in your major pentatonics in that blues to get a different sound. And it ties them all together in the first 3 shapes. Now, if anybody, again, like Frosty, I know it sounds weird. It's available on Udemy, and if you don't like it, you can get a refund. I mean, like, I'm just letting you know, like, I make it very, very easy for everyone. I don't want to ever take advantage of anyone. And Blues Masterclass 2, by the way, is only going to be available on In My Time of Dying. Yeah, that's a good lesson. Blues Masterclass 2 is only going to be available on Udemy because YouTube stopped selling videos. So if you're not familiar with the Udemy layout, it's very, very easy to use. All the stuff will be there for you, but I had to just go on Udemy. I don't have my slide. I don't know where my slide is that my wife bought me. It's somewhere. But that's a great song. That's an absolutely great song. All right, what other questions do we have here? Anything else? Are you guys just practicing now? I'm sitting here silently. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, I should know. Help Slipknot lesson. Yeah, I can go over what's going on there. Kingfish. I have heard of Kingfish. Slipknot. I can show you what's happening, why it's happening, but the improv section of that is not really. Yeah, I can do it. I have so much I have to do. Let's see what else is there. Any other questions before I have to get going? And I have to take care of my wife. Her back is out, like you probably heard. And make sure to check out Black Crowes. Oh, Sweet Nothing Cover. Oh, Black Crowes are great. No Quarter Live. Yeah, A Strange Lesson. I can do the No Quarter Live, and it's really funny. I'm actually working on here. Let's see. I'm gonna screw this up. No, I'm not gonna screw it up. Somebody wrote me an email being like, "Don't say this." I'm gonna nail this, right? But let's see. What? Wrong pedal. What solo is this? Let's see if I can get this. Hold on. There it is. Sorry. Right then. Yeah, that solo is amazing. So wait, where can you buy what? The guitar or the? I'll probably do that. I'm working on that with a student right now. And again, it's like somebody mentioned the Strange video. I mean, it's a Slash's theme. He loves the major third. Like Slash is like, I'm on that major third because I love it, and that's my solo, and it's awesome. Fret guitars. Yes, this is a Fret guitar. If you were talking about the guitar, it's a beautiful Fret guitar. About No Quarter Live solo. Yes, okay, right. So I can do the No Quarter Live. No Quarter Live I really think is E Dorian, but they're on top of it, an F sharp and a C, but I really want to get into it. Wank in the Blues version, currently working on it. I said Walk in the Blues. I said Wank in the Blues. That's funny. I don't have tubes in my little practice amp, and I used to play with tubes, but I'm a lazy guy, so I kind of just. The tube amps are heavy, and I was like, I'm done carrying this, so I just got a practice amp at solid state. Those gauge strings are 10 gauge, but I can't find out. Oh, yes, they've changed the headstock, Jeremy. Yes, I've got the limited edition, but if you ask, I'm too busy for Guitar Man. How many guitars do we have? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 guitars, I think. Now, I think that's what I have. I don't know, but I can't. No, I don't really play slide, even though I was just having a conversation with Derek Truck about Derek Trucks and how great he is. I can go in depth in November Rain solo, but anyway, what other kind of questions do we have here? 14 guitars. Can I move into your house, please? Oh man, if you want to clean my house and cook, done. Okay, like you can just sit and play guitar, and I'll point out some lessons as I walk by. Yeah, Derek Trucks is awesome. Oh, I'm gonna tell you about the time I met Derek Trucks. Okay, you tell me if I met Derek Trucks. This is a hand to God true story. Where I met Sean Daniel, my other YouTube comrade and friend. There was a Starbucks next door, and I walk over to Starbucks, and I'm waiting in line. There's a guy in front of me with blonde hair and a long ponytail, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh my God, this is Derek Trucks, right? And I kind of like peek around him, and like it's him, right? I mean, it is him, and I'm like, no way. So like I Google, I'm like, Derek Trucks, right? And there's an article like, Derek Trucks is going to be in Tampa and Sarasota visiting his dad this week, and I'm like, yeah, because Butch Trucks like lives down the road, so this is Derek Trucks. I'm like, oh my god. So I just like do this, right? Turns around, and I'm like, are you Derek Trucks? And he's like, no. And I'm like, wait a second. And he's like, no, my name is Brian. And I'm like, but you look like Derek Trucks. He's like, who? And I'm like, are you kidding me? And he's like, no, and who is he? And I'm like, oh, he's an excellent guitar player. He's like, no. I'm like, you've never heard that you look like him? He's like, no. And he turns around, and I'm like, that's him. Like, it's him. It's totally him. So I think I met him. I don't know. But anyway, really confused me the whole day. I was just like, man, that guy's either a great liar, both ways. Like, anyway, so I think I met Derek Trucks. That's my story. I never could confirm it, but that's it. So anyway, what other kind of questions we have here? How long have you been playing guitar? 25. Have you ever been, no, Austria? No. How long have you been playing guitar? Since 1992. So 2002, 2012, 26 years? 26 years? I don't think Derek would do this. I know, but he looked, right, nobody looks like Derek Trucks, right? Nobody looks like, tall, 6 foot, blonde hair, same nose, white, literally wearing a button down, like, a dress shirt with, like, floral, like, Derek Trucks open cuff, right? I'm like, that's Derek Trucks. And he was like, no. And I was like, damn it. Anyway, I don't know, but whatever. So, who knows? Yeah, Butch passed away last year, I know. The beard, what about beard? Oh no, he didn't have a beard, he was clean shaven. Would I grow a ZZ Top beard? No, I don't think my wife likes it that long. She likes it shorter, I don't know, but it's actually, I trimmed it up on November 1st, which is stupid because it's Movember. I should have kept it going, but it was getting, what's up, buddy? It was getting too big. Yeah, I got owned by Derek. I did. Anyway, so you have to practice the blues, right? Practice the blues with your tight soloing in time. I'll answer that question. And your homework of Saturday's Children by Circles Around the Sun. You want to listen to? What's the first song I ever learned to solo over? What's the first song I ever learned to solo over? Dude, you're pushing my memory back to 26 years. It had to be a Zeppelin song. I don't know about, like, are you talking about like improvised soloing or your it's okay, yeah, the replay will be great, Adam, I promise. I think, oh my god, I don't know, man. I my improv soloing over whatever, I mean any cover we did, but like the first guitar solo I ever learned was Dazed and Confused. The whole my god, I played this 26 years ago, but the whole like what was it? That thing. And then what's that? Something like that. I forgot how it plays. And explain the melodies. Hope to see more videos like that. Yes, I will definitely get that. Yeah. Skype lessons are extremely. Hey, Chris. Yeah, Chris. Wait, hold on, Chris. Why do I like know you? The name we converse for. Skype lessons are very, very, very effective. I have a lot of students who I blow their minds on Skype lessons. Adam, I know, and I know you love the Fred, and I still owe you guys a chalk dust video. I know it. Don't think I don't. I'll be on vacation next week. It is my wedding anniversary, so I'm going away, and I'm gonna be kind of tucking my phone in like a locker somewhere. So when I get back from it and I'm all recharged, we'll get into Circles Around the Sun. Daniel, you want to go to Berkeley? I want to talk to Daniel. You want to go to Berkeley? Why do you want to go to Berkeley? What was the intro? Can you tell me why? No, the intro of this was Circles Around the Sun, Saturday's Children. I missed, you want to go to Disney? It's Disney World. If you have arthritis in your hands, keep playing. Music theory. Okay, so Daniel wants to go to Berkeley for music theory. I mean, you can learn music theory without going to Berkeley. If you're an excellent guitar player and you believe in yourself and you want to go to Berkeley and you want to play guitar for the rest of your life and you want to be able, and jazz, right, and you want to be able to turn that into a paying gig, go to Berklee, but you gotta be very, very specific with your goals. You gotta know what you want to do. Don't go there just to prove to yourself and other people that you're an awesome guitar player. Go there because you want to play guitar for the rest of your life, doing something in a pit bands for Broadway or session music, you know. But don't graduate from Berklee and go, okay, what next? You know, that's just my advice for you. If you want to go with a goal, because Berklee is a school that you should have a goal. You know, I find that a lot of people want to go to Berklee because they believe in themselves as guitar players and they want to prove it, but they don't. They're so into, hey, look what I can do, that all of a sudden it's like, well, what do you want to do with this? And they go, I don't know. You know, Berklee's expensive, right? So just have a goal. Yeah. So just have your goal. That's what I'm gonna say. Thank you. Appreciate that you think it's good advice. All right. All right. Do you need to know all 5 forms to understand Never Lost? No, the Never Lost pentatonic is kind of like a linear pentatonic that connects all the 5 forms. But you do want to know the 5 forms because you just don't want to solo just in your Never Lost, because your fingers are always going to move in the same patterns, where you can play your Never Lost pentatonic and then stop and get off the elevator and sit in a box and then, okay, let me get back on and go. So that's more of like if you want to move through it. Man, that looks like a spider. It scares me when I do that. I just want to say that I have learned so much from you. Oh, Daniel, that's very nice to you. Thank you, man. Thank you for the shout out. All right, guys. Well, I can sit and talk forever, but I do need to kind of take care of my wife. Ever been to Asheville? You should come up. I'll be no, I've not been in Asheville. I've been to Raleigh. I'm going to Gatlinburg for Christmas. Anybody want to jam Christmas Gatlinburg style? No, I'm kidding. Anyway, so everyone, have a great week. Stitch Method will be down next week just because I'm on vacation. But thanks for being here. And I hope you guys enjoy the lesson, watch the replay, and I'll see you guys also very soon. And if this was your first, Stitch Method live feed, nice to have you here. Let's see if I remember. I think I remember.